Hello everyone, Scott here. Welcome back to Storytime. This month we're reading I Dream of Trains by Angela Johnson. Let's get started. Papa tells me Casey Jones started dreaming about trains when he was littler than me. I think of that, of big old Casey being littler than me, and smile. I dream of trains too. As the Mississippi morning gets hotter and red dirt sticks to my feet, making them heavy, while the picking hurts my back, I look over the long white rows and listen for Casey's whistle, dreaming of trains. When the cotton's all gone, I'm still dreaming. I walk along the tracks, and soon it's just us. Me, Casey Jones, and his fireman, Sim Webb. We work together as the engine carries us past the delta and across the plains, over the mountains, past the desert, and to the ocean, far away from here. Along the way, we look at people and places. Then Casey lets me drive the engine. And somewhere along the plains, Casey lifts me up toward the magic, and I sound the whistle. Some sounds can remind you of times gone by, and as I blow the whistle, I remember that I am walking along the Mississippi tracks, dreaming of this. Soon, I'm back beside my tracks, missing Casey and Sim, and the feel of the whistle speaking to me. Papa says it's the sound of leaving that speaks to my soul. On through the daytime that lingers on through the night. Casey Jones knows, Papa says. Casey Jones must know. Short days, cold days, turn back into long, warm planting days, and we are where we were and who we are. I still stare at the tracks and wait for Casey and his engine to come flying past the fields and dream me away. But then, one rainy April night, just up round Vaughan, they say the rain was pouring worse than anybody had seen in years. But Casey Jones and Sim Webb took the 382 out into the night. Casey was doing a favor, 'cause it wasn't really his run, and he was making up time, flying, and didn't see the train ahead, the full train up ahead. Papa says that before the wreck came, Casey sounded his whistle through the rain. He grabbed the brake and the whistle, warning everybody he was coming. Holding fast, he told Sim Webb to jump into the dark night. Papa says they found him with the brake still in his hand. I asked Papa, does that mean it's over? We stand beside the spot where Casey's engine 382 finally came to rest. Papa says, no, there'll be other trains and engines. Then he talks to me about the big wide world, and the oceans and cities and mountains that I'll one day see. When Papa squeezes my hand, I know I have another hero besides Casey. I walk slowly home with him, and I think of Casey with his hand on the whistle and his other hand on the brake. Too soon the rows of white cotton come back to us all, and I bend and pick and bend beside my family and listen for the whistle that blows past us but doesn't speak to our souls. When it's cool again, I walk the woods and think of big old Casey and the cry of his whistle dreaming me away. Dreaming me away. One day, when I am older, I'll leave the cotton behind. I'll miss my family and the woods, all that made me smile. But when my time comes for leaving, I will take a train and remember as I roll away what Papa said about Casey and his soul-speaking whistles and my place in the big, wide world. The end. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now let's pop on over to Roni for an amazing craft.
Hi everyone, this is Roni with the Colorado Railroad Museum. Happy spring. Everything's growing and changing here at the museum. We're welcome to have you come in and check us out. This week we are doing the story, I Dream of Trains. And I thought it was a really good story that talked about heroes and what made you think of the hero. Like for the boy, it was the whistle. So that's what our craft is going to be today. It's a train whistle. So let me show you what we need to do to get started. First things you're going to need is some scissors. Then we need a paper cup, a balloon, and some strong tape. I have like duct tape, really strong duct tape, and a straw. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to put the cup upside down, and with the help of a parent or big brother or sister, go ahead and make a little slit on top. Kind of cut it through. If it's big enough, then you can turn the scissors around and finish cutting it. And then we're going to cut on each side of that, like a cross cut. And then we're just going to push those down. This is a different kind of whistle. It probably sounds more like a horn in many ways, but I kept thinking about the haunting sound of the whistle that the story was talking about. So there's your cup. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your balloon and you're going to kind of snip off the top part of the balloon. So, like this. So you have a hole. Now you're going to take your cup. Oh, and probably before you get started, get the tape ready because this is really strong tape, which is what you want to keep the balloon from coming off the cup. But get it ready ahead of time or else you'll never be able to get it done. And I would start with 2 pieces because it might get the hardest part, but we still need another part to keep it from sliding off. All right, now I have my 2 pieces of tape. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cover the top, or the bottom, I guess, of the cup. And we're going to put the mouth piece where you blow the balloon as far down as we can, so that it's kind of halfway on and halfway off. And pull it really tight, and we're going to put the tape on. And hold it down as much as you're going to need help. We did this at story time and craft. Lots of the parents need a little bit of help from each other to get the tape on there. Okay. Now see how this part is, there's no tape. It might flip off. So let's go ahead and put tape on that too. So it may not look pretty, but it's sure going to be fun to blow it. Okay, so now we have our balloon, we have our cup. We are almost done. Finally, we're going to get a straw and we're going to put it on the inside of the straw. Inside of the balloon. We're going to tape that down too. Put it in there. And kind of start covering both the straw and the balloon. So we know it's going to stay nice and tight. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people are going to want to blow it down this way, but just like a regular whistle, you want it up so that the sound comes up. Okay, you guys ready? If you're ready and you made yours already, let's do this together. We're going to pull it a little bit to give it a little friction. Ready? And if it doesn't work right away, just keep experimenting with it, because it took me at least 6 cups to get this right. So play around with it, have some fun, and we really look forward to seeing you here at the museum. And see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Be sure to visit our online gift shop for a wide variety of train-themed children's books.